Have you ever replaced a light tube yourself or seen someone else do it in daily life? What safety measures do you need to take before replacing it? Should you turn off the power to prevent electric shock? By the same token, new energy vehicles have high voltage electricity. And it is necessary to disconnect the high voltage power to prevent electric shock before obtaining permission. After the maintenance is completed, reconnect the high voltage power. We refer to the disconnection of high voltage power as high voltage power shutdown. Combining with high voltage electricity is referred to as high voltage power startup. Today, we will learn about the operations of high voltage power startup and shutdown. The equipment and tools required include a multimeter, shielding box, insulated tools. Personal protective equipment includes insulated shoes, goggles, insulated gloves, safety helmets, etc. Now we will carry out the specific operations of high voltage power startup and shutdown. First, set up the isolation barrier. Place the high voltage safety warning sign. Check the fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher is in normal condition. Measure the insulation performance of the insulating floor mat. The insulation resistance is infinite, which is in good condition. Preparation work before powering off the high voltage electricity. Install the wheel chocks. Install the car's 4-piece interior set. Open the hood. Install the car's 3-piece exterior set. Turn off the ignition switch. Take out the key and store it in the shielding box. Check the wearable equipment. The insulating gloves have good air tightness. The voltage withstand level of the insulating gloves is 12 kilovolts. Meet the requirement of more than 1000 volts direct current. The cotton gloves are free of damage. Check the multimeter. The multimeter is in normal condition. The high voltage power off operation will be carried out below. Use a box end wrench to disconnect the negative terminal of the battery. Connect the wires. Put an insulating sleeve on the negative terminal of the battery. Wait for 5 minutes to prevent accidental electrical connection. To fully discharge the high voltage capacitors inside the vehicle, wear insulating gloves. Disconnect the high voltage bus bar of the power battery. Please operate the high voltage multimeter with one hand. First, measure the battery voltage to ensure it is greater than 12 volts. Measure the high voltage DC bus of the power battery with one hand. The voltage between the positive and negative terminals is less than 1 volt. Measure the battery voltage again. It is approximately 12 volts. The DC bus voltage is within the safe range. At the terminal of the high voltage DC bus, put on the dust cover. The high voltage power off operation is completed so far. Subsequent maintenance work can be carried out. After the maintenance is completed, it is necessary to restore the high voltage electricity, which we call the high voltage power on operation. The high voltage power on operation will be carried out next. Wear insulating gloves. Install the high voltage bus bar of the power battery. Install the negative terminal of the battery. Take the car key out of the shielded box. Turn on the ignition switch. Check that the ready indicator light on the instrument panel is on. It indicates that the high voltage power on is normal. Use a fault diagnostic instrument to read and clear the fault codes. The system displays normally. The high voltage power on operation is completed. In this lesson, we have learned the standard operations for high voltage, power on, and power off of new energy vehicles. 我们在操作过程中需要注意的是 What we need to note during the operation is that safety comes first, above all Direct else. Operation is not allowed. Confirming the voltage after power off is very important. Continuing to operate when there is voltage present in the DC bus of the power battery poses an electric shock hazard. Have you mastered the operations of high voltage power on and power off?